McDonald's.
So are we not going to starve, or are we going to starve too? Are we going to have to eat bugs?
We're gonna starve. We're gonna starve because our ruling class, our government, are woke. They prioritize preventing ocean levels from rising half an inch over the next 300 effing years, like Trump says, over putting food in grocery stores. Right?
Well, guess what? If we starve all the people and they all die, then they can't hurt the world. That's their thinking, dude.
Yeah.
Let's make gas so high they can't drive, because if everybody's driving, then it pollutes the world.
I know.
So we got to make gas so high nobody can afford it.
Yeah, but you can't mess with China, because China doesn't play with the whole woke, let's save the planet garbage. We can't touch their energy production, even though they produce it the dirtiest, and that's why they have a smog in their country. But we can't tell them anything about that, because they don't care.
Dude, they build a coal plant once a week.
Yeah.
A coal plant. While we're not doing stuff here, they're building it there.
Well, hey, dude, we are way ahead of China, okay? We know what genders, we know all the 72 million genders that there are. China doesn't do that,
We can be as clean as we want here.
They're not as loving as accepting.
We all live on the same planet, so...
We have to be able to balance taking care of our planet and not killing our economy. They're not mutually exclusive.
Can I be honest with you guys?
What?
I don't give a flying shit about the planet.
Me neither.
I don't recycle.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Recycling is BS, dude.
I could care less.
Recycling is legitimately bullshit.
We can't hurt the planet by releasing stuff that came from the planet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe any of this stuff. We're never going to run out of water. The same water molecules that we're drinking have been around since the beginning of time.
Yeah.
So dinosaurs are drinking the same water. It evaporates, it comes back.
Dude,
can't leave
if we were at risk of running out of water, why is Bill Gates putting fluoride in all the mineral water bottles? Yeah, I mean, we have water shortage, right? No, because they want to kill the bacteria in your stomach so that you have to eat the processed garbage that they produce. You can't be self-reliant. You have to eat all the clean, non-GMO, the clean GMO food. That's what fluoride is for. That's
they got us by the balls because we just blindly buy our food, eat it, drink. Yeah. I mean, they could be putting stuff in our milk, they could in our water, like you said. It's whatever they want to put into our food. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Men are like, I heard like 60% less potent now than they were like in the 60s.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, if that was true, then why does the population keep going? I think everything you read's fake news these days, dude.
I take everything I read with a grain of salt. But I do, you talk about the emasculation of society, and people talk about toxic masculinity. Men and women are different. We bring different things to the table. Men have knowledge, skills, and abilities, and so do women. That's why when you get married, you form a union. And to think that, we're all the same. You watch fashion shows where these guys are wearing dresses and high heels and parading around. And, I don't get that. We have, Leah Thomas swimming with the Penn swim team. And we talk about equal rights for women, but we let a dude swim with them. I don't get that.
Well, are we going to have to witness more of this? Males competing with females and stuff? Are people getting tired of this yet?
If they might be getting tired of it, they're not doing anything about it.
No,
they're accepting it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think it's funny, but funny is no way to run a sports team, I don't think.
Well, I mean, we talk about women's rights. We have young ladies who spent 20 years of their life training for something, only for a dude to come along because he happens to be physically superior genetically and beat them.
I wonder, because it got so much scrutiny, will the next dude that's going to pretend to be a woman, is there another one coming up? Or are there, like next swim season for the women, is there going to be like 8 dudes on the swim team?
It's just going to be men competing against men.
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
Yeah, in 2 years it'll be all men saying that they're women.
The lefties don't seem to have a problem with it because they're saying, hey, he didn't just transition so he can beat and destroy all the women. No, he just wants to feel accepted and loved. Well, let me guess. They're actually playing against their own logic here.
We should let them do it. Let it work out its natural course.
Exactly.
Because it inevitably won't work.
That's the thing, dude. That's the thing, dude. So if women just can't get anywhere in their sports anymore because it's just men dominating them and destroying all the records, then maybe women will just leave sports and go back to their natural function, which is staying in the kitchen.
Make me a sandwich, woman.
Exactly. So, hey, I'm all for it. Hey, trans people, if you feel like you're a woman, go ahead, compete in women's sports. Maybe that'll shift it back to the natural order.
Those are all Samir's opinions, by the way.
In a couple of 100 years, they dig up this guy's skeleton. It's going to be a guy.
Yeah.
And I just don't. Like
Whoa, that's racist. There, you're saying
either
you're
that-
saying that the archaeologists in millions of years are gonna misgender him because
Either
of
that or the
skeleton?
woke people win, and the archaeologists just stand there and go, "Take a guess what gender it is." Right?
But here's
Like you see the TikTok
Yeah.
idiots. The guy's a teacher, and he's like, "We tell the kids that the doctor guesses at what gender it is."
but here's
Yeah.
Crazy dude.
The doctor guesses what not the fact that it has a penis
Yeah.
or a vagina at birth. No, they take a wild guess.
Is that a female penis?
Yeah, but here's the thing. Society doesn't care that someone wants to live their life that way. They're free to do that. They're free to do whatever it is they feel like it. But where we have to draw the line is when this affects other people. And
Kids.
this is affecting,
But that's the thing. We can never draw the line. We can never just say, hey, you're free to do whatever you want. You're free to go all over mainstream media and Hollywood and completely change Western culture into accepting this whole, there are 8 million gender garbage, right? Because they're going to come for you. You let them have an inch, they're going to take the whole country.
The road always leads to they want to have sex with little kids.
Yep. It's a pedophile agenda.
I'm speaking as the father of daughters. And if one of them is a competitive athlete and has sacrificed her entire life and devoted something to a sport and gotten a college scholarship based on her hard work and her merits, why are we not infuriated that a man is coming along and taking that from her?
Yep.
Because that's exactly what's happening.
I'd be super irritated if my daughter was in college or didn't get a scholarship or something like that because some dude beat her to it. That's crazy.
But that's not saying that this isn't their right to do that. They can do that. But, it just so happens that if you're going to compete in women's sports, you should probably be a woman.
Yeah.
That's not that crazy.
You should probably be a biological woman who doesn't have 900% the amount of testosterone that makes you stronger, faster, higher reaction speed as a biological woman who has like 30 times less testosterone than a biological man.
There was something in the news about I don't know where it happened, and I probably shouldn't talk about it because I just kind of skimmed through the story, but it was a college guy that took some chick home, and it was a dude, and the dude didn't tell me he was a dude, and he went down on the dude, and then he told him he was a dude, and the other dude beat him to death with his fists.
I don't blame him. I would have done the same
The
thing.
jury found him not guilty.
Yeah, that's good. He didn't tell him he was a dude.
No, he didn't. Till afterwards.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
The
That
guy
actually
said-
that can traumatize. Like legitimately, they can mess people's heads up for life
Oh,
if
yeah.
you
It
end
was
up.
like the guy equated it to like being raped or something.
Yeah, exactly.
He said he didn't mean to beat him to death. He just,
That's what happens when
freaked out.
That's what happens when you get intimate with who you thought was a woman, and then he's like, "Oh, just kidding, bro. I'm a dude." Yeah, I would do the same thing. I mean, that's a crime against nature.
You must hate LGBTQ people.
No, I just hate getting with LGBT HIV people. I won't do that. So
Well, it comes down to equal rights versus special rights. That's the conversation comes right back
I'm so
to
glad the jury found him not guilty, because that would
Yeah.
be a crime against humanity. He was pretty much raped by that transvestite. So, hey. It was pretty much self-defense against sexual assault.
It doesn't.
That's how
it
it
seems
is.
like everything's woke, especially the justice system.
So where was that? What did you say? What's
I
town?
saved it on my
county?
phone, but I can't find it right now because I got saved so many things on my phone. But
Yeah.
I don't know. You can YouTube it. Dude said he was a chick and blew this other dude, and the dude beat him to death. That's pretty much it.
Transphobe. What's probably going to be CNN reporting on it. Transphobe committed a hate crime against the
Pride Month.
It's Pride Month. You can do hate crimes against transvestites.
We have just lost our minds in this
Yeah,
country.
dude.
Up is down, down is up. Common sense is out the window.
Yeah.
There was a time when, there was men and there was women, and There was right and there was wrong. There was good and there was evil. But we tried to make everybody happy, and we're making everybody miserable in the process.
If God decided to do the Sodom and Gomorrah thing on this planet, would you blame him?
No.
You know, I have learned a long time ago that I'm not going to question the wisdom of God. I will thank him for his mercy and his grace,
Amen.
because I certainly don't deserve it.
Yeah.
But I will never question what he does.
Yeah. I mean, well, I'm not a religious guy, but if the end comes in the form of Putin's nuclear weapons or something,
Yeah.
and if I happen to get to the pearly gates and God says, "You people all turned into freaks down there," and I'd be like, "Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm telling you."
Yeah, that's what happened.
I mean, I wasn't a freak, but a lot of them down there was,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think anybody dropped onto this planet from 50 years ago would recognize our country
No.
today.
No.
Could you imagine going back in time 50 years and trying to explain to somebody back then what's going on nowadays?
Oh my God.
They'd lock you up in a loony bin.
Yeah, because there was actually loony bins that
Yeah,
were government.
and that's
ran
why they
back-
didn't have shooters back
Yeah,
then, right?
and that's why they didn't have people who think they were 68 different genders.
Yeah. All
Tell
right,
you,
so
it's-
we're gonna do one more. Tell everybody how to donate and get
Yep.
what you're running for and all that stuff.
All right. Yeah, I'm Rich Santos. I'm running for the Florida House of Representatives in District 36. I've spent my life serving and protecting this community. I love this country and I love this community. I love your support. You can go to facebook.com, vote Rich Santos, or you can go to voterichsantos.org. You know, I've been fighting my entire life, and I believe that the Constitution should be our guiding light. And I want us to return to that. I want us all to have equal rights. I want us all to be able to live our lives free from government interference. We want to live, work, and worship in safety, free from government overreach. That's everybody's right. So thanks. VoteRichSantos.org.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, whoever shared this video. Yeah, go ahead and share it all over your Facebook so we can beat the algorithmic demotion. Thank you so much, Mr. Rich Santos, for being our
Yeah,
guest
man,
tonight.
thanks for coming in again.
This has been
Appreciate it.
episode
We'll have
100.
you back.
Yep, soon enough. This has been episode 126 of the greatest patriotic. This is 126, isn't it?
126.
It was-
126.
it was when we
Next one is
started.
127.
Yep, almost close to 200. God bless America.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Appreciate you coming in, man.
No, I appreciate it. It's I love the Discord.